here. But like either way,
that's why we make it interesting.
Yep, they make it interesting. So now we go to the third fight on the card, which is a bantamweight matchup between Adrian Yanez against Gustavo Lopez, where we have Yanez, who is the 12-3 and minus 220 favorite, and then Gustavo Lopez is 12-5 and the plus 180 underdog. How do you feel about this?
Listen, there's a lot of hype going on there's a lot of hype behind Adrian Yanez right now. This is his second fight in the UFC. His first fight was a spectacular head kick knockout over Victor Rodriguez. Now, these guys, they're bantamweights. Gustavo Lopez is no slouch either. He's got a 12-5 record, and this is his third UFC fight. He is coming off a win against Burchak by submission. I had to do a little bit of research on Gustavo Lopez because I would like to say that I've seen a lot of his fights, but I haven't. But all the hype's behind Adrian Yanez right now. I think, we need to see him fight better competition before we can start making our decisions on whether this guy's going to be the next up-and-coming bantamweight. And I think Gustavo Lopez, based on what I've read about him, I think he's a great opponent for Adrian Yanez to make that case to say that he's a contender.
Yep, I'm in the same boat there, just a little bit. Like you got Yanez who's fighting out Mateo Fight Club, and then you got Lopez who's fighting out Extreme Couture. We're going to see a little bit of Extreme Couture people on this fight card. Lopez is an orthodox fighter, and he has 3 wins out of the last 5, which have come via submission. He has a big wrestling background, hence why he's being trained at Extreme Couture. You're going to get all the wrestlers there. He holds a black belt in BJJ. He's going to want to get the fight to the ground, avoiding standing up too long. Those are the Extreme Couture guys. It's just like Team Elevation. They want to get the fight down. They don't want to stand up. Absolutely. Adrian Yanez, spectacularly, he connects on 7.02 strikes per minute, whereas Lopez only does 2.25 strikes per minute. Yanez lands 54% of his strikes, which he throws, and then Lopez lands 40. So both favor Yanez in that favor. Then you got Lopez. He takes 5.0 strikes per minute, and then Yanez takes 60% of the significant strikes are aimed at him, and he defends them. And then Lopez is able to deflect 50. All these numbers with the defense are pretty close, pretty even between the two, where they do pretty good defending. The difference where I see this is before I had the shocker. I had Gustavo Lopez by decision because of the wrestling. But I feel like after thinking about it, with the big difference in striking, I feel like Yanez is going to be too much for Lopez. I feel like he's going to land way too much for him to worry about. That's going to make him want to get the fight to the ground, but because he's taking so much damage, I don't think he's going to be able to. I don't think it's going to be a finish. I feel like it's going to be a 3-round domination by Yanez, where he's just going to. It's going to remind me of a Peter Yan fight where he's going to land a lot, but he's going to be a little bit patient at the same time. I feel like he's going to get over 100 strikes. I don't think he's going to do much damage with them, but he's going to just add up because just like it says, 7 strikes per minute, you do the math there, and that's a lot. Like he could put a clunk around, and it could be the opposite way. Lopez could wind up dominating the fight on the ground, but I just feel like it's going to be Yanez by unanimous decision, 3 rounds to 0.
Yeah, without a doubt. I mean, Yanez is going to be the faster and more precise striker. But Lopez is probably going to have the edge in grappling. We've seen very, very little from Yanez to think that he's going to take it to the ground, but we know that Gustavo Lopez coming out of Extreme Couture, that their plan is to get the man down on the ground. So Lopez may have the edge in the grappling, but I just think Yanez's power and finishing ability is just going to be too difficult to overcome for Lopez.
Oh yeah, I definitely agree. And then I just feel like the past month, I feel like it's been like a wrestler against a striker. That's what it always is. And then no matter what way you go, you're never gonna like. It's a crapshoot because it depends on the guy that shows up. Like you can have all the knowledge and all the stats in your favor, kind of like last week with Serkinov against Span. Serkinov averaged 5 takedowns a fight, and then he had the stats on his side, but then he got dominated.
And listen, if Yanez comes into this fight and comes in complacent, he's just going to end up on his back the whole fight. So I think you said 3-round decision. I'm gonna go by 2nd round TKO by Yanez.
Yeah, because he might need to do that. He might need to because I think that he's gonna get the first round. He's gonna come out strong, and then the second round maybe he takes it off, maybe he doesn't. Usually that's how a lot of these guys do. They dumb it down a little bit in the second round, see if they can kind of sneak the second round out, and then if they don't, then they go out in the third because they took off the second.
Yeah, and Yanez is going to have to measure his distance well, because we know without a doubt that Lopez, he's going to go for the takedown. So Yanez is going to have to, just be calm, collected, find his strikes, and I think if he does that before too long, I think Lopez will end up on the ground.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see. I'm actually this is the fight that I'm looking forward to the most out of the unknown fights. Is this one because it has actually to me I feel like that this is going to be the fight of the night right here.
Yeah, I think I wouldn't bet against that one either.